Alright guys, this is just a tour of my home gym, showing what it's looking like right now, and I'm probably just going to give some insight into why I made these decisions, why I chose what I chose, and how much I spent on what I chose. So jumping straight into it, we've got the MirrorFit M2 bench here. It was something that was an adjustable bench which I wanted for incline, decline, etc. And it had quite a heavy load. It was a heavy duty bench, so that means that it can take up to like 300 kg or something, which is something I'm never going to really put more on a bench, so that's completely fine. And you know, and it's something that I definitely wanted for the future. I wanted a sturdy bench, so I definitely went all out on that one. And then followed the same rule for pretty much everything else that I bought. I bought the barbell with the same thing in mind. I was like, well, I'm going to want to deadlift heavy, I'm going to want to squat heavy, I'm going to want to do all these things. But when I start getting back into training, start getting, a few months in. Also, we've got the lifting belts here as well, so that's pretty helpful because I knew that my half rack had the pull-up bar thing on the top, so I can do weighted pull-ups there, so that's pretty good. And then I've got my lifting belts that I also use for the squat and the deadlift. In total, it cost me pretty much just under £1,000 for the flooring, for the half rack, for the barbell, for the bench, for the weights, all together. Cost me just under £1,000, so that's not actually too bad. But I mean, when you're building something which is going to be like so much of a future investment, it's probably worth it in the long run. I think in the future I'll probably add about 60 kgs worth of weight in the near future, so that'll bring me up to 220 kg of weight, because right now I only have 160, which is fine for right now because I'm just getting back into things after lockdown, quarantine, all that nonsense. The bumper plates was an interesting buy. I actually thought they were going to be thinner than they ended up being, but because they're so thick, they actually do really well just being the only bumper plates I have, which means I can almost get away with not having too many on the bar when I want to do things like deadlifts and hip thrusts, so it's pretty good. But yeah, this was just a short one showcasing my gym and giving a bit of brief advice. So like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to hear some more stuff about gym, fitness, supplements.